welcome back to my channel. Today I have a February message for all of the Sagittariuses out in the collective. Please note this is going to be a general reading, so it is not going to resonate with every single Sagittarius out in the collective. So take with you what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you are new to my channel, welcome to Eileen Into Spirit. My name is Eileen Rouse. I'm a psychic intuitive and a spiritual coach, and I provide you with guidance, wisdom, and inspiration every other week right here on this channel. I also want to point out, guys, that I now have an Etsy shop. So if you are looking to book your own private session with me, please look down to the description box and click the link down below. Without further ado, Sagittarius, let's get into your message. All right, Sagittarius, you know the drill. We are going to do a 9-card draw, so let's get shuffling. What information and what insight can you offer Sagittarius this month, Spirit? Well, apparently a lot. Okay. All right. Just need to get clear as to what is going on. Okay, what information and what insight can you offer Sagittarius this month, Spirit? Okay, so we are starting out, Sagittarius, at the Knight of Wands. So this means a new adventure. You're excited, you're passionate, you're thriving, you're wanting to like move. You have a really strong desire to move very quickly in a new direction. Probably a direction that you sort of feel like you're being called towards. I really feel that it's going to be really important how that you pay attention to the consistency, like the amount of energy that you are putting into the things that you are working on. Whoa. Okay, one more for Sagittarius. One more, thank you. Okay. All right, Sagittarius. So let's go ahead and dive right in. I am loving what I'm seeing. You know that I am definitely a numbers person, and I do see that you have 2 9s right here. Here's what's interesting is that these 2 9s, when you add them together, they make 18. And when you add 1 and 8, it comes out to a 9. So you're really going to want to hone in on the number 9. Because it is going to have a very significant amount of information for you. It is a very powerful number. And the reason I'm telling you this is because I feel like Spirit is really talking to you in numbers here, Sagittarius. So you're really going to want to really look into the meaning of the number 9 and the numerology. I can tell you that 9 truly represents an ending. So it represents things coming to an end. And I find this very interesting because I feel that because where you currently are, as I mentioned, your first card up is the Knight of Wands. This is where you currently are this month. And this really feels like new energy. The Knight of Wands energy is passionate, it's thriving, it's excitement, it's moving in a new direction. A direction that sort of inspires you to continue putting forth the effort into moving into that direction. It is sort of in and out energy. So again, this is why I said it's going to be really important for you to focus in on how you are putting your energy into this new direction where you're moving, you know, the things that you're sort of bringing into your life, right? I do really personally feel that you are being called to move in a very different direction. And it's something that I feel that you sort of had an inclination that you would move in this direction. It's almost like you had an idea of where you wanted to go or what you wanted to pursue or what you wanted to do, but you didn't know how you were going to get there, right? So it was sort of always in the back of your mind. And now it's almost like it's sort of pulling you. Like things are slowly starting to line up and sort of gravitationally pull you towards that thing. And it's making you very happy. Like that's literally what I'm going to say here. So February is going to be a really good month for you here, Sagittarius. I mean, all these cards that I'm seeing are like freaking amazing. So again, where you currently are with this Knight of Wands is you're wanting, you have this excitement and this drive to move in this new direction. Maybe you're wanting to, you know, start a new career. Maybe you're wanting to move homes, or you're wanting to move to a certain location. You know, whatever it is, it's going to be good for you. So I feel that this is something you really need to do. Now, what is your theme this month, Sagittarius? You have the 10 of Cups. Now, this is an amazing theme, but what I really classify the 10 of Cups as is, I classify it as spiritual and emotional fulfillment. I really feel that your cup is full. Like you are so grateful. You're in a state of gratitude and appreciation for maybe the relationships in your life, maybe the things that you've accomplished in your life. I really feel that your theme this month is for you to really just be in a place of gratitude and fulfillment. And I feel that you're going to see that, because I feel like you're going to recognize, you know, maybe you're going to start seeing how your relationships are starting to blossom. You're going to see how all of the, you know, all of your goals are starting to slowly but surely, you're starting to see the significance of it, and you're starting to really see how it's going to mold into something beautiful and amazing. You know, the 10 of Cups is that, you know, in the traditional tarot, it is seen with, you know, a mother and a father and 2 kids and a home with the cups overhead, right? And it's basically happy family, happy home. And I really feel that your theme this month is really going to be that. I really feel you're going to sort of be you're going to be feeling a lot this month. And I feel it's just going to be a sense of gratitude and appreciation for where you are, what you've accomplished, what you've done. Because I really feel that you're going to start really seeing how absolutely amazing you really are. And I love that for you, Sagittarius. Now, what are you accomplishing this month? We have the Ace of Cups. Again, I said your cup is full, right? So I feel that what you're accomplishing this month is you're recognizing how you have this sense of overjoy, overflow of self-love, self-care, and it's sort of like seeping out, and it's sort of filtering into every aspect of your life. I also feel that you're sort of looking things at a much higher perspective here this month, almost where you're starting to you know, really flow into the law of oneness, right? Where you recognize that everyone and everything is connected, and there's significance and importance to it here, Sagittarius. And I just feel so good. Like I just feel so full. Like my heart is completely full when I'm sitting here looking at this. And I really feel this is a good thing for you, because I feel like you've sort of, you know, in your past few readings, Sagittarius, you've had a lot of doubt, a lot of insecurity, a lot of mental challenges and obstacles that you yourself have had to overcome. And now look at where you are. You feel there is something that is really giving you the drive and the passion to really continue on that journey. It's like you're wanting more of it, and I absolutely love it. And it's starting to seep out into all areas of your life, and this is the beautiful thing. Now, what do you need to avoid, okay? You have the 2 of Wands here as what you need to avoid, and I feel what this is really saying is, you know, the 2 of Wands really speaks about the times when we plan and we organize, but the wand is really about taking action. So I feel that what you need to do is you need to find a balance between really dreaming and organizing how you're wanting things to pan out in your life, but also taking that guided action towards the steps needed to make it become a reality. Because I think a lot of times we get caught up into the dream state that we don't actually put forth any action into what we are wanting to accomplish or what we are wanting to fulfill here. And I really feel that that's where Spirit is really wanting you to sort of find that balance, right? you have to find the balance between dreaming and planning for, you know, what you're trying to bring into fruition here, Sagittarius. So it's like, if you have a specific goal in mind, maybe what you need to do is write out your goal, right? And I know that a lot of times when we sit down and we write out a goal, or we write out a dream or a desire that we are trying to achieve, it can look so grand, right? And we feel that, okay, if I continue to, you know, visualize this vision, and I continue to, dream about what it is that I want, then eventually it'll get there. But what Spirit is really wanting you to understand is that, visualizing the dream, the desire, the goal, being at the finish line is great. But what actions can you take to make it become a reality? And when I speak of actions, what I'm actually speaking about is, recognizing what emotion does that particular accomplished goal, dream, or desire give you, right? If you have, like, let me use an example here. So let's say that you have a dream about wanting to buy land, okay? Because you want to build on this land and you want to thrive on this land, right? So what you need to do is, when you have that dream and you have that vision, right? You ultimately have to sort of plan out, and you have to organize, okay, what are the steps that I need to work on every single day to make this vision become a reality, right? You have to really ask yourself, whereabouts do you want to buy this land? Is there a specific location? Is there a specific place? What kind of energy are you wanting to feel? Like, how does it feel if you were to visualize yourself on your ideal land of what you are wanting to bring into your awareness or bring into your life? What is that feeling going to give you? What kind of an emotion, what kind of feeling or sensation do you feel when you visualize yourself in your vision, like in your dream? And then what you need to do is, you need to then figure out what actions can you take that will give you that same sensation, that same feeling, that same emotion that will keep you excited. Remember what I said with this Knight of Wands, Sagittarius, it was this very inconsistent in and out energy. And I said it was going to be very important for you to make sure that you really pay attention to the type of energy that you're putting into your efforts on making your visions and your dreams become a reality. It's no different with the Two of Wands. So what you need to avoid is, don't get caught up in all of the planning and the organizing. You've got to take action. So you want to find balance between planning and organizing and visualizing what that dream or vision or goal looks like, but then also sit down and plan out, okay, these are the steps that I need to take to get me to where I'm wanting to be, okay? Now, what do you need to embrace? You have the Eight of Pentacles here, and the Eight of Pentacles ultimately speaks about work. It speaks about continuing to do the things that bring you joy. I feel that we all have our own innate abilities and skills and talents that we are absolutely amazing at. And the Eight of Pentacles really speaks about really working on our craft, working on the thing that brings us the most joy, because we become a master of that, right? And I really feel that what this is really saying, what you're needing to become a master of, is truly understanding what fulfillment really means to you. I really feel that's what you're needing to master at this point. And I feel that, it's going to look different for everyone here, Sagittarius, because, 2022 is really about the year of harmonizing our relationships. It's about harmonizing, the energy around us and truly understanding the depth of our own joy and our own fulfillment and the harmonization of love overall, right? And so I feel that what you're needing to embrace is, continue doing the thing that is driving you, right? Because I feel where you currently are is in this Knight of Wands energy. You're wanting to move in that direction. You're so excited about whatever it is you're doing here, Sagittarius, that I just feel so giddy. Like, I just want to jump up for joy and be so excited. Like, do you ever have a moment where you're so excited about something that, you sit there and you're like, ee! And you just want to like shake because it's this energy. And what I feel Spirit is really wanting you to do here is, express that, like really let that excitement and that joy and that exhilaration that you're feeling come out. So continue working on what you're working on. Continue doing what you're doing, because it is helping you become the master of your own success. And that is the important thing. Now, what is the obstacle that you face? You have the Nine of Swords in reversed here as your obstacle. Now, the Nine of Swords ultimately speaks about our own mental blocks, right? The fears that we might have. Any kind of doubts, worries, anxieties that might sort of plague us, right? So I feel that what this is saying here, Sagittarius, is that your obstacle is really about getting out of your own head. Because I feel that a lot of times when you have when it's in reverse, what it's really saying is that when you have those doubts, when you have those fears or those anxieties, you tend to overlook them. You don't really truly acknowledge them. You just tend to say, it's almost like it pops into your head and you're like, no, stop, 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 stop. Like you automatically stop yourself, right? But here's what I want you to know. I feel that the source of the mental blocks and the anxiety and the stress that you feel have a lot to do with how you feel about being supported and being loved and nurtured, okay? So what they're really saying is that when those doubts come up, when you start having those fears and those anxieties, you're gonna have to really focus in on them. I say that because your support here is the Nine of Cups, okay? And what it's really signifying to me is that when that discomfort comes up, when that fear, that anxiety, that stress, or that worry, or that concern comes up, you really need to sort of allow yourself to be open to it, to really explore where the root of that is. Where is that truly coming from? I think the more that you can actually look at that, the better off you will be, because then you'll have a greater understanding here, Sagittarius, of what needs to be healed within you. Because right above it, you have the Ace of Cups. And the Ace of Cups is really about learning to fill your own cup, right? And I feel that because you have this Queen of Pentacles right below this Nine of Swords, what that's really telling me is that your fears, your anxieties, whatever it is that you're trying to bring into fruition really stems from the fact of you not truly being confident in the fact that you could be fully supported, or that you could be nurtured, right? Like you're afraid, like there's a fear, there's a doubt that whatever you're working on isn't going to be supported, or that it's not going to be fulfilling for you, or it's not going to provide you with what you need. I think that's the right term there, the right words I'm looking for here, that it's not going to provide you with what you need. And Spirit says you really need to hone in on that, because that is stemming from something in your past, okay? That fear is really stemming from something in your past, and you need to embrace that, okay? Now, what is your support this month? Again, remember I said you had the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is a wish fulfillment, but what it's also saying is that the more that you continue to work on the things that make you feel joyful, that make you feel this amount of exhilaration, you want more of that, right? I feel that the only reason why this Nine of Swords popped up here is because, again, I feel like whenever those fears or those anxieties pop up, you sort of try to dismiss it. I don't really think you're doing it intentionally. I just feel like you've always been told, well, I have to retrain my thoughts. I have to focus my thoughts on the positive. But if it continues to come up, there's a reason. Remember, we cannot resist. When we resist the things that we really need to focus on, they're just going to continue to persist. So really, focus in on that. And Spirit wants you to know with this Nine of Cups is that, you're going to get this wish fulfillment. It is coming. You will have it. And you need to trust that it is, that, and so it is. Like, that's a word that I always say, and so it is, right? I always say that at the end of my affirmations because it's sort of solidifying what I'm calling into action. Okay. Now, what is your action this month? You have the Two of Swords. Okay. Now, what this means is you got to choose. You have to consciously choose. Allow yourself to really choose what it is you're desiring, what it is that you're wanting. I want you to understand here, Sagittarius, that by you choosing to ignore the fears and the anxieties and all of that, you're already making a choice, whether you think you are or not. Everything is based off of choice. We can choose to truly understand what is transpiring in our lives and then make conscious choices to correct that because we don't like where it's leading us, or we can choose to ignore it. Either way, it's a choice, right? So your action this month is, don't just sit there, right? Like, this isn't about you sitting around waiting. This is about you really making a conscious choice, okay? Notice how this woman here has a blindfold on, right? What this is truly saying is that her hands are free. She could literally drop the swords, right? She could literally remove the blindfold and she'll know exactly where it is that she's going. But she has to be willing. She has to be willing to make that choice. Okay, so your action this month is make choices. Don't just wait and say, okay, well, maybe I need to wait on that choice. No, what Spirit is really saying is make the choice. Whatever choice you're presented with, make a choice. Okay, now what is your advice and your encouragement? You have the Queen of Pentacles. This is a beautiful card. Okay, this Queen of Pentacles knows without a shadow of a doubt. Look how calm, how serene she is, how confident she is. She knows that she is supported, that she is loved, that she has everything that she needs, and that it is easily available at her disposal, right? So your advice and your encouragement is, no matter what fears, what anxieties come up, you need to focus in on that, figure out where it is sort of keeping you out of alignment with your higher self, and recognize, what do I need to put into my cup to sort of heal that fear or that anxiety, right? Because I know that I am fully supported. I am being supported by not only my higher self, but by God and the angels and Spirit. They're leading me in this direction, right? And so, the Queen of Pentacles is, and this is where I don't often say this enough about the Queen of Pentacles, but the Queen of Pentacles is very resourceful. She utilizes all of her resources at her disposal. And so this is where, when things sort of come up, okay, like anything that might come up that might deter you from what you're wanting to accomplish or what you're wanting to do, Spirit is giving you an opportunity to be resourceful. What do you have in your toolkit that you could utilize to help you still make this thing achievable, right? Don't just give up, right? Don't just drop the hands and say, okay, well, it's just not going to happen for me. Spirit really wants you to put in the work. Spirit wants you to feel all of those emotions and those desires that you're wanting to sort of bring into fruition. And they're wanting you to have that joy and that fulfillment, but you've got to put in the work, Sagittarius. So that is what the Tarot has for you here. Now we are going to draw from the Magic of Unicorns. This is a high frequency deck, so we will be using this today to see what additional information and information Spirit has for you. So let's see. Angels, archangels, guides, ascended masters, what additional information and insight can you offer Sagittarius this month? What additional information and insight? Whoa, okay. So we had two pop out. Let's see. I want to see which one Spirit wants for you. Okay, so they want this one. So here we have, oh, I love this, Sagittarius. We have number 7. Listen to your heart, awaken psychic abilities, and tune in to the infinite. Okay, this is beautiful. This is the number 7, okay? And number 7 truly is about contemplation. And it's really allowing ourselves to really think about, think about the things that we're truly desiring. Think about our actions, right? Really allowing ourselves to use our intellect and intuition to truly make conscious choices. But it also speaks about the chakra system, right? It speaks about how we receive information and how everything is energy and how everything filters in through our chakra system. Because how we read and interpret energy is filtered in through our chakras, right? Our own intuition speaks to us through our chakra centers. And this is really wanting you to become aware. And I really feel this has a lot to do with you are learning to master, like what your gift is, what your talent is here, Sagittarius. So this is really about really tuning in to that higher aspect of yourself, that divine essence of who you truly are at the core, and really allowing you to tune in to how you're receiving the information so that you can then make those conscious choices. So let's see what it says in the book here. So number 7, Sagittarius. With this card, your guidance is to develop and fine-tune your senses. Every chakra sends out antennae to feel psychically into the energies around you. If you are clairsentient, your sacral chakra may pick up the feelings and emotions of others, then absorb them as your own. If this is the case, ask your unicorn to raise the frequency of your sacral chakra so that you are able to empathize spiritually and soothe the pain of others without taking it on. Invite your unicorn to pour light into your solar plexus chakra until it becomes golden. Then it will send out feelers to seek the wisdom in situations and the higher solutions to deal with them. The greatest psychic center of all is the heart. For when this is illuminated with love, compassion, and empathy, you have a true connection with people, animals, and the angelic realm. You become one with all. Now, I want to point that out here because this is beautiful, because what you are accomplishing this month is the Ace of Cups, which is about oneness, becoming one with all, okay? Now, you become one with all. So you are psychically attuned to others at every level. Your third eye is a vast chakra for clairvoyance and enlightenment. Your unicorn particularly links to your heart and third eye. So your guidance is to breathe pure white light into these centers and sense them becoming brighter and more sensitive. When you draw this card, your crown chakra is being triggered to send out connection to the universe. Be open to claircognizance, clear knowing, so that keys and codes of true wisdom and light can be downloaded into you. That is the most beautiful message for you here, Sagittarius. And I absolutely love this because we did talk about nearly all of the senses. And Spirit is really having you really tune into your own psychic senses, because I feel this is where your gifts truly are going to resonate from and where they are going to be rising from. And again, like I already see this 10 of Cups. Look at this. This is the swirl of all of the chakra colors. This is your theme. So I really feel that your theme this month and this whole month message for you here, Sagittarius, is truly about the energy of oneness, becoming one with not only yourself, but becoming one with everything around you. The energy, the relationships, your thoughts, your feelings. It's just everything in general. So that is your message this month, Sagittarius. I thank you so much for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you next time with your new message. Namaste, guys.